Hi, I'm Rebecca from Little Adventure Shop, and today I'm going to show you the new range of wellies we've just received in from Grubs. Okay, so Grubs have brought out a new range of wellies for kids. They've got some kid-specific wellies, which they're calling the Muddies range, which are down here. And then they've got a kind of mini-me Tideline boot up here, which is a mini-me version of the adult boot. So let's take you through the similarities between them. As you can see, they're all a neoprene rubber mix boot. They've all got the same temperature range as well. So they are good to wear between, they say, plus 20 degrees centigrade right down to minus 20 degrees centigrade. So in terms of like a UK winter, they're going to be absolutely fine and take you right through to the spring and autumn as well. So really practical boots, and now I'm going to take you through them individually. Okay, so these are the mini-me boots in the range. These are the Tideline boots. The size range, they go from a small UK 10 right through to a UK 5. And the thing everyone wants to know is how do they come up size-wise? So I would say they are quite a wide fit, but they are definitely quite long. So if your child's like a 4.5, say, I would definitely go for the 4. I wouldn't push up to a 5 because I think that's just going to be too big. So definitely wouldn't size up with these boots. Buy the size that is closest to your child's current size. Let's have a look at the features. So it's a neoprene boot with a rubber foot area, and if I just turn this sole over, you'll see it's a nice rugged sole, and also quite unusually for this kind of style of boot, the last is really quite, there's not a lot of lateral flexion there, which means it's quite stable when you're walking around. Also, there's this kind of oversized heel here. If I show you that way, you might be able to see, so you get a bit more width across the heel than the boot would, the kind of the shape of the boot, so it gives you a bit more stability. Also, there's this little rim at the back here, which I think is quite handy just to help kick the boot off. So when you're trying to get it off, you can hook your other boot over there and just pull it off like that. So, or put it around a door frame or something. So that's quite a nice little feature. Otherwise, if I just reach in here, you can remove the footbed. It's just a regular footbed, but there's room to put in a more structured one if you wanted to. And then the calf height is about it's mid-calf height, so it doesn't go right up to the top of your calf, which I think is a bit more comfortable. It doesn't sort of rub the back of your knee at all. And then we've got a little pull tag here just to help you get it on and when you're first wearing them. So really sturdy, classic style of neoprene boot. Yeah, really practical and great for UK winters. Okay, so this is the Grubs Icicle boot, and it's the larger boot in their Kids Muddies range. It's it's a neoprene and rubber mix here. The size range goes from a small UK 6 right through to a UK 5. It's a slightly narrower boot than the Tideline I showed you earlier, but in terms of fit, it still comes up quite long in the length. So again, I wouldn't really push up a size, because I think they're just going to be very, very big on your child. So probably buy the right kind of size for their current foot size, basically. Okay, so for quite a different design of boot though. If I turn this one over, you'll see the sole has this kind of zigzaggy pattern, which is quite popular with other brands as well. You've got a bit of support again under the arch, which is nice, and the rubber comes right up to the top here, but the neoprene, remember, goes all the way down into the boot and around the sole as well. You've got a couple of tags here to help you get the boot on, and they have got high vis on them as well. So these are the Icicle boots. And then finally, these are the little puddle boots, which are the baby and toddler boots in the Grubs range. Firstly, they're nice and light, which can be a real problem with wellies. They can just be too heavy for small feet, so they're always slopping around on your little one's feet. And the other feature they got, which is great, is they are really quite flexible, so that's not really taking a lot of effort for me to do that. So what this means is when your child's running through puddles and stuff, the boot is going to bend with their foot, which is much more comfortable and much more secure for them to race around in. Then if I look at the sole, again, it's quite cute. It's got these little bobbles all over it, but again, if you think about it, they're much smaller boots. You need a smaller tread in order to get some grip through the mud and whatnot. So apart from looking really funky, it's actually really practical as well. If we could look at the back of the boot, you've got a Velcro opening here. So firstly, this helps you get the boot on your child, and also what this means is for the design of the boot, they didn't need to make this area quite as wide, which then means the fit's going to be much better. So you can open it out, get their foot in, and then you close it around them, and it brings it in a bit more around the sort of calf area. And if we just look at the inside of the boot here, you see it's got this lovely soft shearling fabric here. Again, just really comfortable. There's a tiny little footbed in the bottom that you can remove if you want to, and pop it back in. There we go. So loads of fun designs with this boot. So we've got unicorns here in space. They come in plain colours and loads of other things as well. So really fun boot, but most importantly, super practical for young babies and toddlers to wear. So that's the full range. I hope you found this interesting. If you've got any comments or experiences with wearing the Grubs boots, please do pop it in the comment section below. We'd love to hear some feedback. And yeah, if you like the video, just hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Many thanks.